Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey, we in the building, baby. Let's run that back one more time. Shout out to Anaya. Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it.
Me, I'm cleaning it up. I sure am. Me, Jason, and Pooley, baby. But as of tonight, it's gonna be me, just me. How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? Now, I must say, I had to keep some things, some secrets. Okay, I keep some secrets. So now I'm gonna let the secrets out the bag. Okay, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, like in the last couple days, and they was like, Miss Peachy, what's going on? Why we ain't seen you this weekend? This was supposed to be the award show weekend. Why we didn't see no pictures? We ain't seen no lives. We ain't seen nothing. We ain't seen Jason. We ain't seen nothing. Well, let me tell y'all. I couldn't announce it. I could not announce it at all. This the last, baby. This is the last time that y'all gonna see this ponytail. Okay, this is the last time. I gotta fix it up though, but this is the last time I'm washing it out. I'm washing it out, y'all. But I couldn't announce it. I couldn't say anything. Because one thing about me and Poolie, when we go out of town, we cannot let nobody know except for our friends, our family and friends. Okay, that's it. We had to go out of town. It was unexpected. Our cousin passed away. Shout out to the Walker family. We had to go to Mississippi. We had to go to Mississippi. Yeah, y'all, we went down to the country. And when I say the country, baby, we was at the country, okay? But we enjoyed every minute of it. Even though it was a sad occasion, rest in peace to David Walker. It was a very sad occasion. But we went down there. I had to make a sacrifice. And we all know that family comes first. So, with that being said, I missed the award show. I missed seeing Jason. Jason did come. Shout out to Wendell. Shout out to Wendell. Yeah, shout out to Wendell, my photographer. He jumped right on in and met Jason down there at the award show. He did his thing, making sure that he took pictures, did videos, all of that with Jason. So I definitely thank Wendell for that. But yeah, we missed Jason. We missed him. But don't worry, Jason will be back in August for the event that I'll be doing in August, the Stop the Violence Awareness campaign. So y'all will see us in studio then. Also, I must say, shout out to all my Mississippi family and friends that I met over the weekend, y'all. They was a whole vibe, okay? They was a whole vibe. Shout out to Chloe Simone. She's the little girl. She was there, and when I tell y'all, she was a little sweetheart. She was a little sweetheart. Shout out to Lulu. Lulu was my spade partner while we was down there. Shout out to her. Shout out to Dee Dee, Kiki, Tasha, Shay, my mother-in-law, Carmen, and just everybody that was there. It was awesome. It was awesome with family getting together just as well. Like again, it was a sad occasion, but it was good that our family was able to get together. All right. So let's get started with this show. Okay, let's get started with this show. I got an update. Hey, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce said, I'm watching from the ATL, baby. What's goody, lady? What's goody in your city? We forgot. What's good in your city, y'all? It's good over here on my block. It's good over here on my block. Okay. So let's get into this first clip. We got some updates. Remember, I showed y'all on Wednesday, I think it was. Not Wednesday, Monday. Last Monday, I showed y'all that there was a mass shooting in Memphis. It was a mass shooting in Memphis. 2 was killed. 8 or 9 was shot. But they will say injured. They was injured, but we all know that they were shot. But they're doing well. They're doing okay. But 2 of them are gone with the Lord. Shout out to God. Shout out to God, baby. Shout out. They are no longer with us. So rest in peace to those 2 young men. But we gotta get started, okay? Because I got a show for y'all tonight, baby. And I don't want y'all to miss out. So shout out to Instagram. Hey, Instagram boos. Shout out to Roku TV, baby. If y'all ain't watching, you need to, okay? Start watching me on Roku TV, but make sure you keep us on your phones just in case you need to comment about some of these clips. Or you just want to say hello to your favorite girl, the missus, baby, with them kisses. Mwah. All right, here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
It's a story that has gripped our city since the news broke this weekend. 2 people are dead, 7 others are hurt after gunfire erupted at an Orange Mound block party Saturday night.
And tonight we're learning more about the victims. Memphis police say all 9 people who were hit by bullets ranged in age from 16 to 29 years old.
New at 10, this young man says that he saw his friend lying on the ground that night and bullets were flying so much around him. He says, I couldn't get to my friend.
At 9 o'clock, we heard from the mother of the 22-year-old gunned down this weekend at that block party in Orange Mound.
Now say, whoever threw that block party, if you had a permit, this probably wouldn't even happen. So the blood on your hands too.
Tonight, her son's friend is shedding light on what he feels went wrong.
Let's go to Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson. He's in Orange Mound Live, right there at the park where this all happened. Daniel, you thought that friend provided some powerful insight. Explain.
Yes, and keep in mind, he saw all of this go down. He could not get to his friend. Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. You know, we've all been young at some point, and it's not always easy for a young person to get in front of a camera, get in front of tens of thousands of people, and to talk about things that his friends may think are unpopular. Well, this 26-year-old says he's in pain and he wants change.
When a mass shooting broke out at Orange Mound Park Saturday, 26-year-old Penny Norris was there.
How can you try to save somebody and so many bullets just flying everywhere?
Norris says he saw his friend, who he calls a brother, 22-year-old Shalimar Faison, on the ground.
When the police officer didn't let none of us get back over there to his body, that's when I was there, when the tape and everything started getting, when they just started trying to do the tape.
Sadly, his friend Shalimar did not survive.
You had just gotten to the event.
Yep.
What was it like to see your friend lying on the ground?
I mean, how would you feel if you see your friend laying right there across the front of you?
Helpless.
You got your mouth.
This picture was captured shortly before gunfire rang out. I wanted to know from Norris, for his generation, whether they are alarmed by people who are not law enforcement holding up long guns at these types of events.
Before everybody know it was an Orange Mound block party.
So you know everybody.
Everybody know everybody.
I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
even though it might be people with big guns, you know those people.
So who's to say that they harmful or not?
He says he feels the people who did the shooting were not from Orange Mound. He says they were people who have beef with others who live in Orange Mound. Next, I wanted to talk solution. So I pressed Norris, asking him how my generation can help his generation.
Everybody don't want to come out here and kill and rob. Do that then. How about that? If anybody can help us, give us some job. Give us black men some job. Even if we got felons, anything. Anybody got. Do that. Come on, look out for us then. Everybody. Look out for everybody. Look out for all the felons that ain't even really did nothing. Come on, everybody still looking at us because of what they got behind their background. Still.
Opportunity.
Please give us opportunity. Just let us feel like we still got just one foot in the door. Come on. How y'all gonna help us? How y'all want us to help y'all? Y'all want us to vote for y'all and do all this, but what y'all helping for us for us to vote for y'all and stuff like that? They talk about this. They talk about the government. They talk about the laws and everything about that.
So a young man has felonies, whatever. He wants to eat. He wants to provide.
He trying to show it, but you still getting knocked down by the system. Period. I'm not finna say a color or none of that, because guess what? A color with a color still work with the color. So it doesn't even matter.
So there need to be more jobs for
more jobs, more opportunities for. If y'all really want us to, if y'all help us out, to help y'all. If y'all want to stop gun violence and all that, help us, help y'all then. Come on now.
Back out here live, as the anchors mentioned off the top, we spoke with that 22-year-old who died. We spoke with his mother. We will have that conversation on fox13memphis.com. I thought it was very powerful. Darcy, as we bring you back in, oftentimes when we are in the newsroom and we are trying to decide on what story to do, you know it, Daryl knows it. Oftentimes we say we need to hear from the young people. And so I let that exchange at the end go a little longer than we normally would, because I thought that he offered some powerful insight.
It was very powerful, and it was his perspective of what life is like for him. That is Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson reporting live tonight. Thank you so much.
I agree with that man 100%, that young man, 100%. If you want, and I'm going to let this scroll at the bottom because they still have not caught the killers at all. So if you know something, please say something. Memphis need help, y'all. Memphis need help at this time. They've been needing the help. Y'all know I cover a lot from Memphis. I do know a couple people in Memphis that are activists just as well, that I've met by doing PGT time, just by showing clips from Memphis. They need help. They don't have enough police officers. They don't even have enough police cars. Okay? They need help. Now, what the young man basically was saying is, if y'all want us to help y'all as far as voting and, helping with the gun the guns and everything, getting the gun laws together, all of that. If you want us to help you, help them. Give them some opportunities. You know, some people, they done got in trouble at the age of 16, 17 years old, and unfortunately, it's a felon. So now that they become a felon, y'all don't want to give them no job. And it could be over the smallest, minus thing. Now, yes, everything that people do, if you get in trouble for it and you become a felon, yes, of course, it got to be something bad that you have done. But at the same time, these people may have gotten in trouble one time, and here it is 10 years later. They done changed their life around and everything, but they still can't get a job because that felon is still on their back. They need more youth events. But at the same time, a lot of us scared to have these youth events. Why? Because of situations like this. Shootings. Orange Mound, like the young man said, Orange Mound, the party that they had, the block party that they had, that was for their community. And somebody in a whole nother community didn't like somebody at this Orange Mound. So they just decided to shoot the whole thing up. Now, let's keep in mind, y'all may not know this, and I don't have this clip right now because I'm going to do another update on this Orange Mound mass shooting later on this week. But they had another shooting after the mass shooting. Like, I don't get it. Y'all done came there, shot up this whole block party. 9 folks done got shot. 2 people died. And then days later, you still turn around and come back again. Now, was retaliation done after the mass shooting in Orange Mound? Was retaliation done that caused for them boys to come back again and shoot again? Okay. Now, I also want to say just as well that I don't know if y'all have been in shootouts, not as far as you actually doing the shooting, but if you have been around it, where you out partying, having a good time, and then all of a sudden bullets just start going, baby, I'm a witness. I've been in those situations on more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And it's a scary, scary feeling when you don't know if one of them bullets gonna hit you. It's been times I had to go and run and hide behind a tree. Lord, how was that tree gonna block me? But I had to hide behind a tree. Me and my homegirl. Shout out to Chantel. You know, not knowing what's gonna happen. This was right before my wedding. Why was I even out there? I don't know. Trying to hang out, see my peoples. And then all of a sudden, shooting occurs. It was a time where me and Poolie, we was inside of a lounge, a club. We're gonna call it a lounge. In Grand Rapids. Got the shooting in Grand Rapids inside the club. We not knowing if we're gonna make it out or not. So when I tell y'all this ain't nothing to play with, it ain't nothing. These guns is nothing to play with. And baby, you wait till this other clip that I'm gonna show y'all. These kids is out of control with these guns. They are out of control. Now, Memphis, we need to know, do y'all have anything in play on what y'all got planned on what y'all gonna do? She got something she got to say. Who is she? Here y'all go.
Leader, Memphis's top cop says the department is looking at possible federal charges for those involved in the deadly Orange Mound mass shooting. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Kurz. While the department has not named a suspect, they are working to identify those in various videos and pictures from the weekend block party. WRG Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with the police chief and has new details. So, Shay, what are you learning?
Hey, Greg. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, Interim Chief C.J. Davis talked about those possible federal charges at City Council today, and it comes as some of those City Council members had some strong words for parents tonight.
This is Harrison. Police officers dead, another officer is dead. 4-year-old children are dying. the parents accountable.
Memphis City Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton shares passionate words when it comes to young people committing crimes.
Hold the parents accountable. The police department is not the babysitter.
Today's Memphis City Council meeting comes on the heels of the deadly Orange Mound Park shooting this weekend that left 2 people dead, 7 others injured.
It's a mix of emotion, I think, that we all have, because we want it to stop, and we're utilizing all of our resources. Our officers are putting their lives on the line. Sometimes they're outgunned and outmanned when it comes to just addressing crime.
Video of a sports car doing donuts in the park, surrounded by an enormous crowd of people. Followed by round after round of gunfire is now what investigators are studying.
That incident put, community members at risk, children at risk, and the brazen display of weaponry on these particular types of scenes is just alarming.
So alarming, they've called in federal partners.
Because the Memphis Police Department has made efforts to prosecute, through the state, but when you have Glock switches and you have extended magazines, it's time to pursue federal charges on some of these offenders.
And Stephanie Gregg, the chief, also says there that when it comes to those federal partners, they're also providing resources when it comes to analyzing ballistics and quickly. For your news leader downtown, I'm Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, thank you, Shay. And Thursday at 10,
All right, so y'all saw that federal charges need to be, put into place for these kids. They got these machine guns, these switches, extended magazines. Yeah, federal charges for them. Now, y'all heard the other lady on the board. She says start holding these parents accountable. I agree. I agree 100%. Since you can't keep your kids in line, maybe you need to go to jail. They always talking about they love their mama so much. They love their daddy so much. Put y'all in jail. Let y'all lose y'all houses. Let y'all lose y'all cars because y'all done lost your job. And you can't pay your light bill. You can't pay none of these bills that these kids is taking advantage of because you're still letting them back in your house with their guns. Everybody that's out there that's parents cannot tell me that y'all don't know that y'all kids is carrying these guns. Some, they might not know. But all, please, tell us to somebody that cares. Because that's ridiculous. Little John John is walking out this house every day and ain't going to school but supposed to be in school. And you just letting it go. Hold these parents accountable. They love their mama so much. They'll do anything for their mamas. You look at them and say, your mama, they gonna shoot you. So, lock the mamas up. Lock the daddies up. Give them no place to go. Give these kids no place to go. And see how, if anything changes. Will it change? I don't know. But let's try something different. Now, you have that young man that shot up the school. They held the parents accountable for that. He went into school and shot up these white kids. And the parents was held accountable for it. But these kids is killing these black kids. No one gets held accountable for it. No. We need to all be on one accord. Okay? We all need to be on one accord. Lock these parents up. And that's how I feel. Now, we finna show y'all some more, folks. That's the end of the mass shooting. We are going to follow this story. Okay? We're going to follow this story. It's a lot of clips out there. Those are just a couple that I played. But there's a lot of clips out there. A lot of families that have came out speaking and everything. So we definitely will be following this story. Memphis, my heart goes out to y'all because everybody in Memphis is not bad. Everybody in Memphis is not out here doing these crimes and everything. There are families out here that just cannot afford to up and move, up and leave out the community. They can afford it. Some can, but some can't. They don't have a choice but to stay there. But I'm telling y'all, you better do something different, something, unless there will be no Memphis. There will be no Memphis at all. The kids gonna sit there and take everybody up out of there, dealing with retaliation. The activists, they're trying. They're trying to talk to these kids. But at the end of the day, when they get done talking to these kids still going back home to their raggedy parents. They're just sitting there allowing some of these things to occur. Well, what if the parents don't know? The streets be talking, Miss Lady and Mr. Man. Everybody know the streets be talking. Somebody done told somebody mama, girl, I heard that was your son out there doing it. Well, and nobody told me nothing. I ain't heard nothing. Talk to your kids. Check these phones. See what's going on. Junebug probably done text somebody today. Oh, we taking them out tomorrow. If you check the phones every day, guess what? You can catch that Junebug said that he taking somebody out tomorrow. And guess what? You can save somebody's life tomorrow. Let's get into these gunmen that done went crazy, y'all. They went crazy. When I tell y'all they went crazy. And where did they go crazy at? Raleigh. It ain't just in Memphis. It's everywhere. And don't worry, we coming back to Memphis. We ain't done with your Memphis. We coming back. But let's go to Raleigh right now. Here we go.
Take a look at this. This disturbing.
She said, take a look at this. Take a look at this. I'm going to say it too. Take a look at this, y'all. Broad daylight. Broad daylight.
Take a look at this. This disturbing, shocking surveillance footage shows a group of armed men opening fire in the front yard of a home. Tonight, Memphis police are trying to track these suspects down.
Now, that video was shared by a woman who told Fox 13 she was cowering in her car just feet away when those bullets started flying. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu is live at MPD's Austin P station right now. Jack, thankfully, no one was hit.
Yeah, you know, that woman was pretty shaken up by all that happened, but MPD does say that no one was injured in this shooting. However, many of those bullets went into homes and cars.
I could tell they were shooting to kill. Let's just say that. They were aiming for somebody.
Shocking surveillance footage shows 4 armed men run up to the edge of China Sample's yard and open fire. 3 of them stay back. 1 runs through the yard, right up to her bushes, and shoots through them, all while Sample was sitting in the driveway just after getting home from work.
I had to literally slump down into my vehicle so they wouldn't see me and possibly shoot at our house because we had a house full of kids that Sunday.
Memphis police say they found about 70 shell casings at the scene, but say some of the shots might have been other people returning fire. Crime scene photos show several houses riddled with bullets. Sample says she's not sure who they were shooting at, but she believes at least one of them was using a machine gun switch. She's just glad she wasn't the target.
They weren't aiming for us. They was technically aiming for whoever was down that street. So, no, they just used our yard as a barricade, basically.
As traumatic as the situation was for her, she says it's even worse for her 5-year-old son who was inside the home when it happened. She's not sure how to explain it to him and says he keeps having nightmares about it.
It's traumatizing because you should never have to explain to a 5-year-old what gunshots are and what to do when it's stressful because he asks me, Mom, are they coming back? And I have to tell him no. You get what I'm saying? He has nightmares, but it's truly terrifying.
The Memphis police say there have been no arrests in this case. They're asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. We're putting together another look at that surveillance video.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He said Memphis police, they just don't know what to do. Did y'all see the machine guns? Like, where did you go to get these little boys? Who sold these to you? And where did they get them from? Like, why do we have these type of guns out on the streets that people can go and use? For what? For what? This is broad daylight. You know, back in the day, they would shoot at nighttime because they were scared that they were going to get caught. So if we did it in the dark, then we ain't going to get caught. Baby, they don't care now. Let's do this in the daytime. I need to see. They said it's too dark at nighttime. We need to see. We need some daylight. We tired of using our flashlights to make sure that we pulling the trigger. We need to see everything that's going on. They want to see your face. They want to see you and your family run out the house. They want to see it all. I'm telling you. I could just hear these conversations amongst the killers. I can just hear these conversations, these stupid conversations. Like, it's always got to be a ringleader. It is always a ringleader. It's always that one person that feel like they is untouchable. So since they feel like they're untouchable, they feel like their whole crew is untouchable and unstoppable. That one person that's looking at somebody else saying, you ain't scared. Hey, what you scared for? You know, that one person is always one. And it's mighty strange. Again, they're able to find the ones that kill them. The police officers. The police officer get killed. Baby, they gonna find them. They gonna find the killer quick, fast, and hurry. But when we kill each other, we got to put stuff like this up on the screen. If you know something, say something. We got to depend on the community, which is not a bad thing, okay? We do have to depend on the community. But come on, police officers. We need some help. Memphis need help. Y'all want to stay in Memphis? Let's stay in Memphis. Here we go.
A teenager is behind bars tonight. The 17-year-old is charged with first-degree murder. Police say that he shot a man to death while the man slept in his home in Parkway Village Wednesday night.
Fox 13's Sierra Jordan explains to us now this teen is not a stranger to violent crime.
Police say Montrell Kynes was inside a home here on Baywind Cove Thursday. They say the 17-year-old was on a police chase after killing a man inside his own home. Now, I spoke to a community youth advocate about the deadly shootings. She says there needs to be more rehabilitation programs for juveniles to keep them off the streets.
It's a revolving door. Once you get out, they're going back to their same gun, their same neighborhood, the same troubles.
Memphis police responded to a shooting in the 4800 block of Cloister Street just after 11 p.m. Wednesday. They found Javadrick Gordon shot to death and 2 shell casings in his bedroom. Investigators believe he was sleeping at the time. Police says Gordon's Infiniti was not at home, but had a GPS tracker. They found the car in the 3800 block of Shelby Drive Thursday. Police say 17-year-old Montrell Kynes led them on a chase that ended on Baywind Cove. Court records show Kynes was also arrested 3 weeks ago on aggravated robbery charges and posted bond the next day.
What is it that makes them want to do what they do?
Lisa Mull is a community youth advocate. She's been working with organizations to create more programs for young people to keep them off the streets and from reoffending.
When they go to jail for whatever they done, they don't need to get right out. They need to be rehabilitated before they get out. They got to have some kind of programming before they get out.
Kynes is scheduled to be in court Monday. In Memphis, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.
I agree with her. Don't just lock them up, leave them in there for 30 days, and let them walk right back out. And y'all ain't did nothing to help these kids. Give them some type of program while they're in there. Scare them straight, or whatever you do, to make sure that when y'all release them, that they're not going to come back. If you don't want to hold these parents accountable, you find it somewhere down in the law, bylaws and laws and all that stuff that we can't charge these parents. Leave the little kids in there. In order for you to be released, your mama got to move you out this environment. Where you gonna go? I don't know. I don't care. Just get them away. Because you're putting them right back in the same environment again. With them same bad little kids that's gonna encourage them to do wrong again. Again. So leave them locked up until their mom and daddy decide that they're gonna get a second job, third job, fourth job, fifth job. And they're gonna be able to move about the community. Send little June down to Arkansas. Send them somewhere. I don't care where you send them. But send them away from their friends. We all parents talk about, well, I don't want my child hanging around such and such. I don't want my child hanging around such and such. Baby, if such and such was the ones that they gonna grew up with because you decide to stay in this community anyways. So if your child stays in that community, those are their friends. Regardless of how bad they are, those are their friends. I got friends. I've been friends with my friends for over 30 years, baby. Those are my friends. And I love my friends. But some people don't have the mentality, especially at 15, 16, 17 years old. They may not have that mentality to know that, you know what, friend? You want to act a fool? You want to do stuff that's going to cause you to get locked up? You go do that on your own. I'm not finna hang around you. I'm not. They don't have that mindset. We all know that kids know right from wrong. But people can easily, other kids, can easily influence them. Especially if the whole community, all of them is friends. If everybody friends in the community, who you gonna go hang out with? That's just my theory. We rocking Memphis again. We in Memphis almost all night. Not all night, but almost all night. So let's go ahead and get into, oh no, we're gonna go into a commercial break. We're gonna get into a commercial break and we will be right back. I'm telling y'all, the next clips I got, I don't want you to miss it. So stick around. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all enjoying the show? Is y'all enjoying the show, baby? We are getting it in each and every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are on Roku TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also follow me on Twitch and IG just as well, baby. Each and every Monday. Each and every Monday. Where I'm solo dolo, baby. Unless I got a special guest. But I love y'all so much. It's so important that you share these videos. So please continue to share. I love you all. Bye.
A baby is safe in his mother's arms after a horrifying ordeal unfolded this morning in southeast Memphis. Memphis police say one of the child's parents left the car running with the child in the back seat, and that's when the unthinkable happened. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. WRAG's Jarita Patterson with exclusive video the moment a Memphis mother was reunited with her young son.
This was a case with more moving parts than the busy intersection where it all started. Just before 7:30 Tuesday morning, police were called here to Getwell in East Rains.
The call was regarding a carjacking.
It was not the stolen car detectives were most concerned about. Instead, it's who was inside that vehicle. Investigators also quickly learned the car was not, in fact, taken by force.
The car was not taken at gunpoint. He actually left the car running, and he also advised us that there was a 1-year-old child in the back seat.
The he Colonel Rodney Adair is referring to is the father of the young child who was in the back seat. The boy's father telling police he did not turn the car off as he began pumping gas. A thief moved in, taking the vehicle and the little boy, who just last week celebrated his first birthday. Watching this all unfold was Luther Darnell.
Our kid being involved, and it's just not right for people to do the things that they're doing.
He says seeing crime continuing to spill into his community is appalling.
I feel like they need to change themselves and get a job and work for what they want instead of robbing and killing and stealing out here.
An hour later, here at Outland and Cromwell, 2 miles from where the toddler's father was fueling up with the gas cap still dangling, the thief abandoned both the vehicle and the child.
That 1-year-old has since been reunited with his mother, a reunion you'll only see right here on your news leader.
The child's mother finally getting to hold her son. Now the hunt is on for the thief responsible for leading police and a family on a painstaking hour search. Reporting for your news leader in Southeast Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Police tell us they are looking at surveillance cameras from that area in order to see who took the car and the child. It's unclear right now if the child's father will face any charges or be cited. Meanwhile, if you know anything that could help detectives, call Crime Stoppers at 528.
I definitely don't think that the father should be cited, charged. I'm sorry, y'all, my microphone, my light just went out. Cited or charged with anything. Okay. All he was doing was pumping his gas. That's it. Pulley. Y'all know I need to sip. My mic falling over. I need your help. Y'all know we live, baby. We live. You never know what's gonna go on Peach Tea Time when we live. But we good. We coming. There you go. I'm gonna just went out. And I'm on mute. I was on mute. Sorry. But like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, the father should not be charged. He should not be charged. Now, it shouldn't have the car running when you're putting gas in. But I know a lot of people that do that. I'm not one of those people. I make sure my car is turned off when I pump gas. I try not to even use my cell phone at the pump. I try my best not to use my cell phone at the pump. But there are people that do that just as well. But regardless, if your car is running and you pumping gas, that do not give the right for some little kid or somebody, some grown person, to come up and steal your car. Come on. People work hard for their items. They work hard for their things. For somebody to come up and steal it, keep your hands to yourself. Go get a job. It ain't hard unless you're a felon. If you're a felon, then yeah, it is hard. Yeah, it sure is. Shouldn't have did nothing to make you become a felon. So yes, it will be hard, but it's possible. You can still get a job somewhere. You can become an entrepreneur. You can get online, come up with a show, do something. Whatever it is, you ain't stealing. Okay? Now you done took out this baby and got baby probably hollering and screaming and crying because he don't know who you is, Mr. Gunman, Mr. Stiller. They don't know you. That baby don't know you. But thank you for not harming this baby. So there is some part of you that cares. Y'all, this people be making me mad. I'm sorry. They be making me mad. And I know they make y'all mad too. I know they make y'all mad too. Like, you can't even pump your gas in peace. That's why they tell these folks, lock your doors. When you sitting up there, hey, Mama Peach, I see you in the building. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Central. Hey, Carmen. I see you in the building, girl. But they tell you to lock your doors when you pumping your gas. Okay? Lock your doors. Yes. Lock little baby in the car too. You don't want to take him out while you pumping gas? Lock him in there. He'll be just fine. Maybe it was so hot. That's why he had the car running. He didn't want little baby. I don't know what he thought was going to happen that quick. But whatever he thought, he didn't want that to happen. But it's a lesson learned for everybody. And the lesson, lock your doors. Even if you decide to leave your car running, which I wouldn't suggest that you do that when you're putting gas in your car. But if you do decide to do that, please, 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 at least lock your door so they can't get in. They trying to get in and steal purses. They want to take your change that's in your little cup holder. They want to take your tool if it's inside your glove compartment or wherever you keep your tool at. They want to come get it. So I'm telling y'all, just be mindful. Just be mindful of the things that you're doing. Mama Peach said, hey, everyone. Mama Peach is watching. Mama Peach watching on Facebook tonight. Mama Peach, why you ain't watching on Roku? Or are you watching on Roku and you're just commenting on Facebook? Hey, that's probably what she doing. But Mama Peach love to watch on Roku TV so she can lay down, relax, and enjoy herself during this show. So let's get into this next one, y'all. I want to show y'all something that is a little different. Okay. I don't like to show clips about car accidents. I know you guys probably, if you've been watching me since day one, y'all gonna look at this clip and be like, huh? She don't show car accidents. Why I don't show car accidents? Because that's one of my biggest fears. I've been in car accidents. It's not a good feeling to be in a car accident because if you make it through the car accident, you are going to be frightened every time you get in the car. You're going to be scared that you're going to get into a car accident. Oh, I don't want to get into a car accident. Oh, watch the road. Slow down. Stop. I am so afraid of a car accident. And I pray to God that ain't the way he gonna take me up out of here. Because I do not want to be in a car accident ever again. Ever. And I think I probably may have been in 5 car accidents that I can recall. And most of them was when I started driving. Okay. Shout out to Bam. Shout out to Bam. He wasn't in no car accident, but shout out to Bam. He just got a driving license. I'm gonna tell y'all about that on Wednesday. Okay, we don't have a guest on Wednesday, so we're gonna talk about Bam getting his driver's license and how I helped him out. Okay, but I want y'all to see this video. This is a mother that lost her only 2 children, and they were sisters. She lost them both the same day in a car accident, and you will see why these babies are gone. Here we go.
It's Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and this morning a local mother is sharing her experience.
Stacy Riddle's daughters were killed in a distracted driving crash. Now she is hoping her story will encourage you to keep your focus on the road.
He said the accident had been so horrific that You know, there were clothes everywhere. There was phones. There was all kind of debris just all over the highway. I lost it. I started screaming and hollering.
March 20th, 2016. Stacy Riddle's life would forever be changed.
When you lose your only children, and at the same time, that's a pain. That's a pain that no one can fix.
Her two daughters, 19-year-old Brianna Robinson and 17-year-old Jade Robinson, were killed in a car accident. They were coming back from spring break with two of their friends when the car they were in crashed into an 18-wheeler. Authorities say the driver was checking her GPS on her phone when she drifted into the path of the truck.
We all think that you have so much time looking at a phone, reaching for something, and you really don't. It takes just a second.
Only the female driver survived. 3 others lost their lives that night.
We drove down to Corpus, and when we got to Corpus, got to the hospital, and got to the room, we saw my daughter, and it was Jade. And she had just passed moments before we arrived. We never did get a chance to see Brianna. It wasn't until the funeral that I actually got to view the bodies of both girls.
Both girls attended Bel Air High School. Brianna was said to have been very caring, would give you the shirt off of her back. The girls were very athletic. They were in track, gymnastics, and volleyball. Jade had received a full scholarship to university before her life was cut short. Her mother said she did a lot with Special Olympics and helped underprivileged kids. The support of friends and her faith have gotten Stacy through some of the roughest days.
I think that I've done so well through my building my relationship with God. It's allowed me to know that whatever happens, He's in control. And I'm just a small piece of it.
As a parent, you just feel for that mother so bad, and you see, those are stories you don't want to see because they're so hard to watch, but we have to inform the public. And the ripple effect one decision can have. It didn't just affect that mother's life. The daughters are gone, the friend who was driving, the truck driver, all of these people and their extended family and friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an impact. And I mean, I still think the mother is brave for coming years later to still be able to share the story so that others can learn.
And it's a situation you definitely have to lean on your faith to get through. The pain in her voice, you can hear it still 8 years later.
You just don't think it's going to happen to your family. You think it's always somebody else's story.
Absolutely,
Right,
but
Jen,
it
thank
can
you.
happen to anyone.
All right, y'all. That did not happen in Memphis. I was on a Memphis roll today and forgot to change the name of the city. So my apology for on there. But the reason why I wanted to show this, because baby, when I tell you I do not want to show car accidents on my show. Just don't. But this really, really touched my heart. God lets us borrow our kids. Okay? We're just borrowing them. He said, hey, knock, knock. I think you'll be a good mom or a good fit. Let me go ahead and bless you with a child. The child I want you to raise, make sure that they are good citizens of the United States. I'm going to take them back one day. You don't know when, but I'm taking back. But until I get ready to take them back, I want you to just go ahead and do right, raise them for me, raise them the right way. No one, when I say no one expects to lose your only 2 kids at the same time. It's very rare. I'm not saying it never happens, but it's very rare that you see a mom lose her only 2 kids the same day at the same time. It's very rare. But that's what happened in this case. And my heart, Lord, my heart goes out to this lady. This is 8 years later when you guys saw that video. That was 8 years later. And she is still grieving. She is still hurting. She is still lost for words. And I am going to try and find her. So if y'all watching, any of my little peachy helpers, my peachy helpers, if you are watching and you want to help me find this mother, please feel free to help me. Because I would love to have her on Peaches Tea Time. She said she lost it when she got there. And imagine you're not even able to say goodbye. She went to the hospital and was only able to see Jay, one of her daughters. She couldn't see Brianna until the funeral. Sad. But the most important reason that I have to show y'all this clip, these right here. These right here. Leave these alone. Leave these alone when you are driving. Now, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Baby, let a song come up that I don't want to hear. Let me decide I want to play Good Good by Usher. And it take it forever for it to come up on the playlist. Mama P done sent me a text message saying the kids acting crazy. Let me go ahead and text Mama Peach back. And they got these iPhones. You can turn off your text messages. And some of us still don't do that. I'm guilty. I am guilty. Poolie car was parked on the side of the street, on the curb. We are now asleep. This girl phone done fell on the floor, and she got her 2 kids in the car. She decided that she want to go ahead and pick up the phone. It fell on the passenger side on the floor. I'm assuming. Allegedly. Y'all know everything is allegedly. No explicit language tonight because my mother-in-law is here. But she reached right on down for it. And baby ran right into my husband's parked car. She hit that car so hard that they had to total my husband's car out. And I'm sure her Audi got totaled out just as well. That's how bad she hit it. Thank God the kids was okay. Kids was fine. But she thought she had broke her hand. But the point I'm trying to make is it don't matter how. I'm sure some of y'all done drove and tried to pick something up or tried to move to the next song on your phone or whatever. And you done saw that you done swerved over to the other side. And all you can say is, oh, Jesus, thank you. Thank you, Lord. We got to pay more attention to these roads. That's all I got to say on that. Because I don't like car accidents. I don't even like talking about car accidents. So let's go ahead and move to this next clip. We got about a few more to go. Brothers, they got shot, y'all. The brothers got shot. Why? Y'all ain't ready. Where we at? Memphis. I'm gonna take y'all where? Back to Memphis. 2 brothers got shot. Why? I'm finna show you why.
Rushed to the hospital overnight in critical condition after a double shooting. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson. Alex is off today. Those victims told police they were shot after asking for directions. But as WRAG's Jarita Patterson explains, there could be more to the story.
Baby. All the weak folks back in the back. Baby. We can't ask for directions. Y'all better use that GPS.
Rushed to the hospital overnight in critical condition after a double shooting. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson. Alex is off today. Those victims told police they were shot after asking for directions. But as WRAG's Jarita Patterson explains, there could be more to the story.
Mixed in with the sound of birds chirping, there was the sound of sirens following a double shooting. Memphis police responded to Longfellow Road, a few turns from Chelsea Avenue.
We've had lots of stuff going on in this area.
Eva Butler, a great-grandmother, has lived here in Nutbush for more than half a century.
I just try to stay in the house and mind my business.
Still, it's hard seeing nearby homes like this one, or even this one, that were hit by gunfire.
Yeah, I say enough is enough, but the
Rushed to the hospital overnight in critical condition after a double shooting. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson. Alex is off today. Those victims told police they were shot after asking for directions. But as WRAG's Jarita Patterson explains, there could be more to the story.
Mixed in with the sound of birds chirping, there was the sound of sirens following a double shooting. Memphis police responded to Longfellow Road, a few turns from Chelsea Avenue.
We've had lots of stuff going on in this area.
Eva Butler, a great-grandmother, has lived here in Nutbush for more than half a century.
I just try to stay in the house and mind my business.
Still, it's hard seeing nearby homes like this one, or even this one, that were hit by gunfire.
Yeah, I say enough is enough, but apparently it's not, because they just keep doing it.
Two brothers telling detectives around 3 o'clock Monday morning they became lost. They pulled over asking a group of men for directions. The brothers went on to say the group became angry, opening fire. Both brothers were shot. But there's more to the story. You see, the car the brothers pulled up in is the same vehicle investigators say was reportedly used during several attempted robberies, leaving some to say this may have been a case of self-defense.
The area has since reopened, but during the overnight hours, crime scene tape was put up, blocking a portion of this residential road, preventing those like Ms. Butler from even accessing their own home, as detectives were rushing two victims to the hospital in critical condition.
Well, I believe in protecting yourself,
Reporting for your news leader in Nutbush.
But still, a lot of this is unnecessary.
Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And police now have the vehicle the two brothers were in. So far, no reported
arrests. Y'all know that this vehicle was used in robberies, but there are no reported arrests. Y'all done sent them to the hospital, letting them get good care, but you haven't arrested them. I need to see the video footage. I need to see y'all doorbell ring cameras, baby. It need to be mandatory. It need to be mandatory in the United States of America. If you have a house, you got to have a doorbell ring camera. Doorbell ring cameras need to be free everywhere. Everywhere. You should be able to walk right into a store. You should be able to go right on Amazon and get a doorbell ring camera for free. All of them. Because we need to use these doorbell ring cameras for I'm sorry, y'all, my train of thought just went away. We need to see these doorbell ring cameras for proof of what's going on when police is not right there. Doorbell ring cameras need to be free. I don't care what nobody say, whether you agree with me or not. I don't care. But they need to be free. We shouldn't pay for another doorbell ring camera. Bring me a bunch of them. Bring me 3 truckloads of doorbell ring cameras. I promise you, I know what to do with them. I would go to every neighborhood that don't have a doorbell ring camera and give them one. They act like they don't know how to put it up. I put it up for them. Me and Poolie. So will. Was they asking for directions? They probably was. And then all of a sudden, somebody in that crowd was like, buddy, you the one that was just trying to ride me the other day. Boom. It could have went like that. I don't know. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Now, let's go to another miracle. Y'all want to see the miracle first or y'all want to see the tragedy? We only got 2 clips left. The miracle or the tragedy? I think let's go on ahead and do the tragedy. And then we're going to end the show with my favorite clip for the night, which is God makes miracles happen. Because, baby, it was a miracle that happened, baby. And y'all going to witness it. Y'all finna see it. But let's get into the tragedy first.
In Gwinnett County, a woman is dead, 2 others wounded, including the suspected shooter. Thanks so much for choosing Fox 5 News Edge at 11 for your choice of news. I'm Eric Perry. This all unfolding at a food mart on Lawrenceville Highway. Let's get right out to Fox 5 reporter Eric Mock with the latest. Eric, what are you seeing there tonight?
It's still a very active and dynamic scene here along Lawrenceville Highway. It all took place inside this Tana Food Mart there. You can see investigators are still in there as we speak, combing through the scene for any and all evidence. And this is a really complicated situation out here because at first officers were telling us that the suspected shooter was at one time married to the female victim and that the other male victim in the shooting was her current husband. But then family members have told us that none of the people involved were married. So police said they're still trying to figure out the family relationships here. And they said they're having trouble doing that. There is a little bit of a language barrier. Apparently the family and victim involved are Ethiopian, and they are trying to work out a lot of those details. Now, what we do know, though, is that a man walked into the food mart at around 6 p.m. He then pulled out a gun and shot a woman. He then shot another man in the leg, then shot the woman again before turning the gun on himself. Now, even though he turned the gun on himself, police say he is still alive at the hospital in critical condition, and so is the second male victim who was shot in the leg, and police are currently interviewing him at the hospital. Now, we spoke with Lilburn Police Captain Scott Bennett about the shooting. He says, unfortunately, they see things like this all too often.
Unfortunately, common problem. People overly emotional and want to settle disputes with a gun.
And like you heard him say, they're settling disputes with a gun. They say when this man walked in the store, he got into a verbal argument with the woman and the male victim before pulling out the gun and opening fire. Now, we did approach the family. They said they did not want to comment at this time, but they did want to clarify that these people were not married at this point, even though that's what police had originally told us. So it's a complicated situation. They're trying to navigate and try to figure out what the relationships were here between these people. But again, 2 men still recovering in the hospital, one of them the suspected shooter. We'll continue to bring you more details on this developing situation out here. For now, reporting live in Lilburn, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
All right, Eric, thinking for all the victims there involved. Thanks so much.
All I got, rest in peace to this woman. All I got to say about this clip, y'all, is beware your surroundings. This happened at the grocery store. Anybody in the grocery store could have got hit. Anybody could have got hit with this gun, with the bullet. So just be aware of your surroundings. If you see people arguing and fussing, even if they look like they ain't carrying nothing, drop your shit and go. Just drop your stuff and go. That cuss word slipped out. Drop your stuff and go. Don't even worry about it. Go to the next grocery store and get what you need. Okay? Okay. We done with that. Now, my favorite clip of the night, which is the last clip. Baby, I can't wait to show y'all this clip. I really hope you guys enjoy this clip. I named it God makes miracles happen. If you don't believe in God, baby, you finna believe in him tonight when you see this clip, baby. Okay? So let me say it. Let me do the honors of saying it. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Here we go, baby.
Of modern medicine or a miracle from a higher power. No matter what you believe, the recovery of this Denver child, nothing short of amazing.
That's right. At just 4 years old, his heart stopped beating for 14 hours, and then all of a sudden, it just restarted. And tonight, his family and doctors sharing only on Fox 31 something they've never seen before.
Cartier McDaniel was a typical 4-year-old, full of energy with a big heart and lots of love to go around. But in the matter of days, that big heart stopped beating.
They say your son is not breathing. They 1, 2, 3. That's all I remember hearing.
The haunting memory these praying parents relive daily.
I just want to thank God. Thank you, God. I give you all the glory and praise.
Destiny Anderson said her son woke up with a fever and it progressed to chills, frequent urination, extreme thirst, and lethargic behavior. But when his breathing became heavy, she rushed him to the emergency room at Children's Hospital, Colorado.
I had to carry him in because, like I said, he just wasn't moving and his mouth was turning blue, eyes was sinking in.
Nurses rushed Cartier to the back, and within minutes, he was in cardiac arrest.
His heart stopped beating. We tried to revive it. There was fear that he might not survive this.
Dr. Aline Maddox is a part of Cartier's medical team. She said the 4-year-old was diagnosed with strep A, which led to sepsis, and his body's response to the bacteria caused his organs to fail, putting him in cardiac arrest. Dr. Maddox adding CPR was not effective, and they were forced to put Cartier on a form of life support called ECMO. It's a machine that provides support to a person whose lungs and heart are not able to function properly.
The longer the time period that the heart isn't beating, the more concerned that we are that it's not going to restart.
Cartier was on life support overnight and into the next day. Still, no heartbeat.
I feared that they were going to tell us that our son was gone.
Anderson's stunned at how quickly this progressed. Cartier had a fever on Monday and was in the PICU on life support on Wednesday, sparking a roller coaster of emotions, feeling fear.
I just freaked out. I just lost it.
Shock.
I still couldn't cry.
And guilt.
In my mind, I was just saying, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed you. I failed him.
13 hours. Still no heartbeat. As family members gathered at the PICU to say their goodbyes, Anderson leaned on the support and faith of her partner.
It's time to go talk to God, talk to the men upstairs.
There was no doubt in Dominique McDaniel's mind that his son would survive because of his unrelenting trust in the Lord. And with that, he clutched Anderson's hand and they prayed.
Doing it still, and I thank you, God.
And prayed harder.
Come touch his heart right now. Wake him up. Let him see him. Let them see who you are. Jesus, come now. Come now. Come show them.
And even harder with family. Within 1 hour, the unthinkable.
His heart just restarted.
Everybody else was jumping up and screaming and everything. I don't know. I just couldn't still process what was going on. Like, you gave me the worst news of my life to the best news of my life.
After 14 long hours, Cartier's heart was pumping again, something doctors have never seen before.
It was really an incredible thing that occurred.
Defying the odds and some would say science, Cartier's heart is functioning perfectly now. But for his faithful family, it can only be one thing.
God got some last say so, period, point blank. And I know that God is real.
Don't doubt God and pray.
And tonight they're asking for continued prayers for Cartier and his loving heart, a true medical miracle.
Yeah, just an amazing story there. Cartier will likely remain in the hospital for several more weeks, possibly even months. He is on the road to recovery and slowly getting his strength back as he undergoes testing to determine if there's any possible long-term damage. But we certainly are wishing him a full and speedy recovery. I talked to the family today. He's slowly getting feeling back in his limbs and he's alert now. So this is just great news.
And they've been leaning on that faith and it paid off. It certainly seems. Obviously, they're trying to balance work and being at the hospital right now, and they have a GoFundMe set up, I understand. So if you want to contribute to that, we have a link right now in this story posted at KTVR.
I don't know what to tell y'all. If y'all don't believe in God, don't watch my show. Don't watch my show. Don't even watch PGT time. I don't need none of that little energy coming my way. Don't even watch us. Don't watch us. Everybody over here, we believe in the higher power. We know God made miracles happen. Now, why is it that God help some, but some babies don't make it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I lost a child. I remember my mother-in-law was telling me the same thing. Pray. God make miracles happen. When it's time for Kirsten and Tristan to come out, you'll never know if Tristan gonna come out crying. I lost faith. All I can do is be honest with y'all. I stopped praying. I lost faith. I called it. I spoke it before the time came. But I know God is real. I do. I promise y'all I know God is real. I promise you I do. And I love everything about God. Everything. And this right here was a true miracle. This was a true blessing. This is what they mean by God has the last say so. This is what they mean by it's not up to the doctors. It's up to God. I'm so glad that this miracle happened for this baby. But this miracle also happened for everybody that saw this. When in doubt, turn to God. Pray. Get on your knees. Like that man said, show them. Show them, God. Show them what you made of. Show them that you have the last say so. Talk to him like he one of your people. God needs you to do something. I need you to make something happen right quick. I need you to make something happen. I need you to show these folk that they ain't believers over here. I need you to show them. If you gotta talk to them like that, talk to them. Understand? He understand. I promise you. He understand. He know that we all got a way of saying things. Now don't be talking to him cussing and stuff, okay? He don't understand that. He don't understand you talk to him with cuss words. He don't quite understand it. But y'all, I gotta show that again. Not tonight. But you will see this clip again. I may show it on Wednesday. While I'm on with Jason, because we don't have a family this Wednesday. I don't believe we do. Let me make sure. Wednesday will be in May. Wednesday, May 1st. Nope, we don't have any families on May 1st. But, so I may show that again because I don't know, y'all. It just lifted my spirits when I saw that. When I found that today, it lifted my spirits. When I just played it again, it lifted my spirits again. So, again, I love you all so much. That was our last clip for the night. I'm finna go to bed because I'm tired. Boss, I'm tired. I'm so tired. It's been a long, long weekend. Okay, a long weekend. And I'm just tired. I need to regroup. So I love you all. You all know where you can find me. Instagram, Roku. That's Roku TV, baby. I'm on TV. Roku TV, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, I'm everywhere out here in these streets. Okay. I love you guys. And you already know what you gotta do. What did I hear somebody say? I heard somebody say, what am I supposed to do? Listen to my babies. Bye. Mwah.
Return, please return.